Have you ever wondered what ag really is?
My name is Daniel Phillips, and I'm one of 3 ag teachers here at the Fairfield ag department. You know, a lot of kids will ask coming into high school, what is ag and what is FFA? Well, you know, years ago people thought of ag as sows, plows, and cows, but now it's so much more about speaking and teaching leadership skills and qualities that you can use to further yourself in college and in your career. There's so many diverse groups, and the agriculture field has changed so much that it's not just about animals and farming. It's about biotechnology and cloning and being able to produce food for people, because if you think you wouldn't be much of any place if you didn't have ag, it's in our everyday life.
There's a variety of classes you can take through ag.
I have the privilege of teaching all the introduction classes to freshmen, which is Principles of Ag, Food, and Natural Resources. Those classes are going to cover everything from speaking, leadership, livestock judging, animals, plant science, soil science, and even a little bit of wildlife science before the end of the year.
Students have asked when they can choose what class they want to be in.
Once you complete your freshman year, you'll be able to choose classes that you want to go into, whether it's livestock, welding, or horticulture.
Let's take a look at some of the classes Ms. Clopton teaches.
I am Ms. Clopton, and I teach floral design, wildlife, advanced animal science, and horticulture. So a lot of my classes, or most of my classes, I try and keep hands-on projects going on. So in floral design, we do lots of arrangements. We've done homecoming mums or garters. We did candy arrangements. Let's see, horticulture. My horticulture class, they go to the greenhouse quite often. We plant lots of things, so between your herbs, so your basil, parsley, cilantro, to cabbage and broccoli, we've had over 100,000 plants come out of our greenhouse this year. Also within all my classes, I try and do field trips with all my classes. So my advanced animal science class, when we were talking about cattle, we went to 44 farms in Cameron, Texas. It's a purebred Angus operation.
Now let's move on to Mr. Sherman's classes.
So my classes, structure-wise, we have the intro to ag mechanics, and then we have our advanced welding classes. The advanced welding is basically where you get out and you're actually building, you're doing stuff. The intro class is more for learning those skills, and the advanced will be putting them into practice. We'll do electrical wiring, teach them wiring plugs, wiring switches, and we do check them. They'll actually do the wiring, and we'll check and make sure they work.
After talking to some students about some questions they might have for Mr. Sherman, one question that was asked the most was what stock shows they will be presenting their projects at.
As far as stock shows go, for ag mechanics, we'll typically hit San Antonio, we'll hit Houston, we'll do TVCC and county. Those are kind of becoming our standards.
Now let's move on to the showing part of ag.
If you show livestock, you will show here at the Freestone County Fair. You can also attend the major shows such as the State Fair of Texas, the Heart of Texas Fair and Rodeo in Waco, the Fort Worth Stock Show and Rodeo, the San Angelo Stock Show and Rodeo, the San Antonio Stock Show and Rodeo, the Houston Livestock Show and Rodeo, and the Austin Livestock Show and Rodeo.
Showing is a lot of hard work, and it will teach you how to manage your time wisely and become more responsible. You have to make sure you tend to your animals every day. You have to make sure you work with them, feed them, water them, and get them the supplements that they need. It may sound like a lot of hard work, but it pays off in the end when you get to attend stock shows, which most people would consider a reward for all the hard work that they have done.